Hello, welcome back to Chris's Beer Reviews. How are you? Hope you're doing really well. Thank you for tuning into this video, and it's a Weber barbecue unboxing. So it's time to replace my trusty old Weber. This old girl, I've had her for about 14 odd years, and she's lived outside most of her life as well, and she's been used thousands and thousands of times. I've cooked some amazing foods on there, just from basic foods, from sausages to burgers to whole legs of lamb, whole chicken, whole joints of beef, you name it, it's been cooked in there. The only thing I haven't done in there is a turkey at Christmas, but maybe that'll happen this year with this one. So it's time to say goodbye to this old girl. She is starting to fall apart. Chunks of the enamel are dropping off, and underneath the lid, don't know how well you can see that, it's flaking inside, and we don't really want that landing on our food. I could scrape the rest of that out, and you probably could use the barbecue just for use it as an open top barbecue rather than doing any smoking, roasting, etc. So what I've replaced it with is another Weber. It has to be. I think they're just such great value for money, considering what I paid for that and how many years I've owned that for. It's easily paid for itself time and time again. So this time I've gone with the Master Touch Premium 3-in-1. So you can grill, roast and smoke with it, or low and slow as they like to call it on there. The model number is on there somewhere, the GBS E-5775. And this one has the lid that's built on, or you attach on, so you don't have to keep lifting it on and off. It's just open and close. My only concern with that is around using a rotisserie on it, because you need the lid to put on top of the rotisserie. So I'm guessing there's hopefully a quick release system on the lid so you can use the rotisserie. I'm sure Weber must have covered that. But as it's a beer channel, I'm going to have one of my favourite beers while we unbox this, and it is the Budweiser Budvar, coming in at 5% ABV. Fantastic beer. Let's pour that in my Lashug tankard. These tankards are insulated, so they keep your beer nice and cold for a long period of time. Good on hot summer's day, but the beer doesn't generally stay in it long, but at least it'll keep it nice and cool on those hot summer days. And the sun is starting to come out today. But there is, if you want to know more about the Lashug, I've reviewed that. Just search it on my channel. Cheers. Let's have a quick slurp. Fantastic beer. Definitely reviewed that as well. Right, let's get into opening this box. Let's see what we got, and then what I would do is, once we've kind of unboxed it, had a look at what's in it, I would then build it, but I would do that on time lapse. Okay, so let's open it up and have a little look ski. Take it I am still in shock, Nathan. Yeah. So whilst I've been wanting to replace this for a while, it kind of felt the right time, and that this is now kind of a bit of a birthday present from people for my 50th birthday. That was last month. People have chipped in, and we bought this barbecue. All right, let's open it up. I'm now no longer in the shop, Nathan. You need to kind of pull the camera back again. Come on, cameraman. This bit is annoying me. I don't really want to do that in case I have to send it back, in case there's any damage. Anyway, we'll work around that. So sitting on the top, we have this tray, and I believe this is used for smoking. You put the coals underneath it, put your meat on top, the coals sit underneath that, or you put that, don't put the meat on there, you put this on top of the coals that there should be a container for in there. This will then sit up on top on the grill, put your meat on there one way or other, and the smoke comes around it and smokes your meat. I know what I'm trying to say, you probably know what I'm trying to say, but we shall figure that out a bit later. But I know that's what that's for, definitely for smoking. What else do we have? So we have these dividers. These are for if you put the coal to one side for a bit of indirect cooking, put them in, coals go up to it, so you can do indirect cooking, so you keep the coals just to one side of the grill. Manual, quite a number of them in there. Quite a few in there for some reason. Don't do instructions. Well, I do for putting it together. Let's see what's in here. I imagine these are just parts for putting it together. Oh no, that will be the for attaching the lid to the side of the barbecue is what that will be for. And yeah, I'm hoping somewhere there's a release mechanism on that to take the lid off. I'm sure there will be. But yeah, that's the mechanism for the lid. That's very substantial. And a few more bits and pieces, nuts and bolts in there to go with it. There we go. And this will be the lid. Nice lid there, nice stainless steel airflow vents, and that is going to be, those two holes are going to be for where the thermometer goes, but nice lid. Let's pop that on the grass for a second. Get back in the camera. Let's pull that out. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, this is the bit that I was talking about that goes with the smoking plate. All very well packaged. So the coals go in there, the plate goes over the top, and that allows the smoke to come up and over for smoking the meat. Let's pop that there. Have a bag. Have another slurp of the beverage. And then we've got the one-touch cleaning system, which is what this goes on the bottom of the barbecue to collect all the ash. We've got this attaches to the side of the barbecue, I believe, near the lid on the base for attaching a thermometer to. Looks just more like a beer holder to me. Stick the can of beer on top of that. No idea what those bits are yet. We shall work those out. There's a thermometer. Happy days. All good. Handle. Another. Oh, that's rubber. Not sure where that goes. We will find out. It feels like it's a heat-resistant rubber. No idea what that's for. But we shall find out, unless that's a handle that goes on the opposite side. Oh no, this is what the... No, I don't know whether that's just a utensil holder, but that's definitely got a beer holder written all over it. Put your drink on the side. So I'm not sure what the other bit was. Not sure what that is. There's an awful lot in this bag. And then there you've got the one-touch system that goes underneath, and it's also got airflow adjustments on there for various styles of cooking. And then in the base, jeez, there we go. Obviously you've got the big drum, huge nice vents in the bottom of there as well, and we can adjust that with that lever. I'm not going to turn that again because that is rather squeaky at the moment, but yeah, nice big. It's the 57cm diameter, but yeah, that looks large. It actually feels larger than the old one. I don't think it is. It feels a bit more substantial. Let's pop that down on the grass. Certainly feels bigger. God, there's loads to this. Shouldn't really have my back to the camera, it's rude, isn't it? And that goes on the bottom near where the wheels go. Gives it a bit of stability. But obviously we've got the legs in here. And the wheels. And how many grills has this thing got with it? Nice big, very heavy duty grill. Very heavy duty with the centre bit that pops out as well. We like that. Very useful to have that, but that is really thick, really substantial, very nice indeed. Let's pop that down. There's more. There are more grills in here. Pull that to one side. And then we've got just another standard grill as well. That's a nice size. I don't think that is a grill. I think, oh no, that's the bit that sits on the bottom. That's what your coals go on. So that's the bottom grill where your coals go on that. That's why it's smaller. Sits in the near the bottom of the barbecue. Very nice. And then this feels quite heavy. What we've got in here. Let's have a knife, son, shall we? Can have that back. This I really like. I like this a lot. You've got the cast iron grate that replaces the middle section. Get that beautifully hot, and you get some lovely sear marks on your meat. Got to sear your meat. Yeah, fantastic addition in there as well. So yeah, a lot of kit in there. Looking forward to putting it together. Certainly looking forward to using it. It's going to get used to it's going to get used an awful lot on Saturday, because we've got a lot of people coming over Saturday and we're doing quite a bit of cooking. So yeah, really looking forward to using it. Looking forward to getting it up and running. I'm going to stop this video, and I'll see you in a minute, and we'll put this thing together on time lapse. See you in a sec. So what do we get with this Master Touch Premium? So it's 57 centimeters. I've got to stop saying so. I say that a lot. Lovely grill with the sides that lift up, which are great for if you're cooking and you want to add more coal. Really nice to be able to drop some coal down the side of there. On the top, I've just placed this one on top, so you've got the center piece of the grill, and we also have the cast iron piece, which I love. Absolutely love that. Really looking forward to getting some steaks on there and searing them on there. That is going to be fantastic. So yeah, that one would just lift out, and you can replace it with that one when you're not needing to sear your meat. So moving over this side, I mentioned this earlier about the smoking kit. So that goes underneath this grill, sits on the lower grill. You put your coal in the middle of that, and then this beautiful plate that feels so well made will sit on top of there, and that goes underneath the top grill, and then you'd put your meat up on here, and then you can do some really good smoking with it. So the idea of that is you're not getting any kind of real direct heat to the meat. You're getting the smoke coming up around the sides and really giving you that lovely smoke finish. Nice touch, nice design by Weber. On the handle, we've got the thermometer for the digital thermometer, a little place for that to go. I don't have the Weber one, but I have got other ones, so that will still come in handy. If not, I can put my beer on there whilst I'm cooking. Handles are slightly different compared to the old model. They have now got little hooks on the side, so you can hook some utensils on, or some cloths if you need to do that. I think the cleaning, the self-cleaning, so the ash would drop down into this pan, and it's very easy to get out. This pan is much easier to get out than it was on the old system. Still worked well, excuse me, but the old system, it was just a little bit harder to get that pan back in, and that pan over the years has perished. It's got some holes in the bottom of it, so I've normally got foil lining the bottom of that to stop it falling through. On terms of the base, not much different. They're very much the same. This is in black, obviously that's in silver, but it is the cream model. As you can see, there's bits of enamel coming off of that. Wheels are slightly different. Got a bit more of a rubberized feel to them on the wheels compared to the plastic ones over there, and I think they're quite smart looking wheels as well. So bit of a difference on the wheels, but obviously the biggest difference with this new Weber is the lid. So it fits on quite nicely. That is on nice and firm. It's a bit of a faff to get that lined up, but it is all now lined up. But yes, it does have this quick release system here, so you can take this lid off. You just unscrew that, and the top of the lid would just slide straight out. Really, really good, well thought out, and really easy to use. Nice big Weber branding with the thermometer that's on there. Didn't get that on the old school one, just got the thermometer. You've got a very similar style of airflow. This one moves very freely, very nice, slightly different handle on that one compared to the old school one. Quite like the feel of that one. It's always kind of still got a bit of a rubbery feel to it. Handle on the top for that one, of course, because there's no, it's not on a thing like that, bracket, etc. That's the old school way of just lifting it off. Some of the Weber models, they do have a little bar around here that you can slide the lid into, but with that one I just used to take it off. But it has got a hook on the inside of the lid somewhere around there, and you could just hang it on the side, but it has a bit of a faff. So yeah, the hinged lid, I think that's a fantastic addition. Really good idea. Really pleased that Weber put that together. Airflow works really nicely, but it will do. I know it will do because I use it on that one. But very similar airflow down here, as you can see. 3 different variants for oven, smoking, and then just kind of natural type of grilling, or ordinary type of grilling, should I say. Yeah, but overall, delighted with how it looks. Delighted with how it's gone together. That little addition has come off the old girl. That's on that one. But yeah, really pleased with it. Really looking forward to using it. Big fan of Weber barbecues and most things Weber, to be fair. Although I don't always buy Weber tools, I don't always buy Weber charcoal. I buy restaurant grade charcoal from dedicated charcoal companies that are superb and a bit cheaper than the Weber stuff. But yeah, fantastic. Really pleased with that. Looking forward to using it on Saturday. Got quite a few people coming over on Saturday. It's going to get well used. So I hope you enjoyed this video, something a little bit different on the channel, and I'll see you all soon on another one. Take care. Thanks very much for watching.